All right, guys. So what I've decided to do is share with you a little bit about the half marathon I've got coming up in uh, 3 weeks. Royal Parks half marathon. So that's going to be 9th of October, and I'm going to do a video, like a proper in-depth video, further down the line, which is going to explain the training that I did, how I did it, why I did it, um, and yeah, I just want to give you a little insight into what that's going to look like. So you can see here, this was the progression of my long runs. So you can see I did a 6K run. I was actually really late getting started on my training because I came back from my honeymoon and I only had 11 weeks to basically squeeze in all of my training. So I was basically starting from scratch because I hadn't really done a lot of running in the run up to the wedding. So yeah, I was just starting with really short distances. I started with a 6, and then you can see how I built that up. So the week after I did an 8, then I did a 10, then I had what we call a deload week, where you drop the volume. You can keep the intensity of your training, but you're trying to let your body catch up in this week with all of this load that you're piling on. So yeah, follow that with a 5. Then what I planned to do was, for every long run that I did, I would try to do that distance twice, and I call that consolidation. So just I'm trying to kind of let my body acclimatize to that distance. So I ran a 10, had a week's recovery, doing other activities, just lower intensity activities, and then run another 10 to let my body kind of catch up with that distance. Then it was time to run some 12, so I ran a 12. The first time I did the 12, I ran it slowly, and then consolidation, I ran the 12 again, but this time run it a little bit faster. Then after that, let my body catch up with the training, so I had a deload where I just did a fast 5K that week. And then the following week after that, I had 2 long runs. So I had a 14K run on the Monday and then a 15 on the Sunday, with football training in the middle of the week. And then you can see where it's highlighted green, that's where I'm currently up to now. So I've got 2 more training runs to go. I've got an 18-kilometer run, which is coming up on Monday. And then I've got a 10K run, which is coming up on the Monday of the run. So the 10K will be on the Monday, and then the half marathon race will be on the Sunday. So you can see there a graph of that progression. You can also see my weekly volume here. So this is the amount of kilometers I was doing per week, roughly. So you see there on that first week, I just managed a 6K. But then the week after that, I did an 8K run. I played football, covered about 3K. And then I had another football match on the Saturday, and that was about 8K. So my total volume for that week is 19 kilometers. And you can see there the progression of those distances. Every week it gets a little bit higher. But then, as I mentioned before, with the importance of deloading and allowing your body to catch up, is I was dropping the intensity some weeks. So it goes 15, 22, 24, so increasing volume, and then a 15. So I dropped it. I didn't do any long runs that week. I played football a couple of times, and I did a short run, and then back to higher volume. So last week, I had a 14K run, 6K football training, and then I ran a 15K on the Sunday. So that's a really intense week. And I'm following that this week with slightly lower load, just doing a couple of runs, and then I've got a big run coming up on the Monday, so I don't need to do anything huge this week. So yeah, I thought it'd be nice for you to just see what I'm doing there. I'll explain these in greater detail another time. You can also see what my weekly training schedule was. This is what I was hoping for it to look like. And what I'll explain to you further down the line is why it hasn't actually ended up looking like this. It's looked slightly different, and I'll tell you why. You can also see there just on the right my training schedule, which every Thursday I try and focus on my strength work and my prehab. I do other little bits dotted around the week, but Thursday is the main day where I get the really important stuff done. So yeah, I'll also talk you through that. So if you're interested in seeing that video in full, you just go to my Patreon channel, www.patreon.com/Gabriel Jones, and then you can find my channel there. That's where I have all of my episodes, and I'll kind of elaborate on the stuff that I'm talking about here. Peace out.